What's going on, YouTubes? OG's Nitro RC's here. I need to adjust these lights. Coming at you from the Nitro Corner, aka the office. And how are you guys doing today? We're going to take off on episode 144. How do we know? Because we got stuff wrote down, guys. Gotta do that when you get old. But how are you guys doing tonight? Tonight is Monday the 11th, I believe it says it there, or something like that. August 11th. We're moving right through. As you can see, we got bodies, and we're going to start on this little adventure. I was going to call this a behind the scenes, and I still might do that. I still don't know yet, but as of right now, we're going to start prepping these bodies. Got a J concept finisher body for the NT 48.3, which is my truggy, my Techno truggy that I have here that I just freshly rebuilt. Everything on this is new. It's not the old one. The old one is gone. This is mine. I built this thing from the chassis up, everything about it. It's got my servos, everything in it. So it's even got the old engine in it. And if anybody knows the story behind the original Ghost truggy, Techno truggy, the engine that I had in it, which is this engine right here, this engine came out of a truck that I called it my Aussie Ripper. It was an HPI Savage that I got from an awesome individual. His name is Danny Rust, and he lives not too far away from me. And I met this man through Facebook Marketplace, and we realized how close we were. So we met at a mutual spot that we're both very familiar with, in a town that I'm very familiar with. And we met in the McDonald's parking lot, and we did some trading, or selling and buying, I should say. I bought, he sold, but he sold me his Savage, and it had this engine right here, this exact Dynamite with the same cracked head 28 in it. And yeah, this thing's tired. I mean, oh boy, is it tired. I mean, it's got some juice left in it, but not very much. Pull start still needs to be fixed in it, but we ain't gonna worry about none of that. We're gonna get him out there. We're gonna see if we can get him to fire back up. Because like I said, guys, he ain't got much life left in him, fellas. I mean, he is tired. He was tired when I got him, and he's even more tired now after OG put the whipping on him. But yeah, I can just roll right over with my finger like it ain't nothing. But he did start up the last time. He started up and ran fine, and we're gonna attempt to do it again. See if we can get him to fire up and roll, and if not, no big deal. We'll just slap a new piston and sleeve inside this block, use his head, use everything, and we will resurrect Ghost one way or another. We have a whole pile of engines. We got brand new engines. We got engines in boxes, engines on stands. Ghost will get something back in him, but he's been completely rebuilt. This is a totally different chassis that I bought off eBay. My black wing that I got off A Main shock tower that was modified because he had a taller wing on this. Matter of fact, I would show you the old one, but I don't even know where it's at. I thought I'd put it down here someplace, but I think I got it stashed. Yeah, the other one had a white wing on it, and because I have three of them actually. I have one that I got from a trade from a buddy of mine from way back in the day, and yeah, that's the one that we tore down and ixed and got rid of. All the bodies too. So we started over with a fresh chassis, fresh everything. I got, like I said, you guys seen it when I first popped this thing out. When I first got these, that's my white wing, and the other wing mount I got for this whole bag is nothing but Techno parts. So we built a whole new truggy out of our parts, and it turned out really good. So the parts that we have in there are working out just fine and dandy. But that's how we got them all put together, because we had all the extra parts that we bought off eBay when we got this second chassis. Now we have three chassis. We have almost enough to make another whole truggy. We might be missing a piece or two here and there, but I really don't think so. We got a whole nother one to build up. I had to realign these front toes. These toe links were all out when I first got these, because he's got the gold springs up front, silver ones in the back. This one's almost set up as good as the other Ghost was, the first Ghost, but this Ghost right here is better because this chassis is not bent. The support systems aren't broke on it. This one's not broke. The rear wing hasn't been overdrawn, so this one's better. I got the new linkage on the front. I got my servos in this, the high techs, and then I got your ultra drive in for just for the throttle and stuff like that. We touched all these off, and everything works just fine. Touched off the endpoints and everything. He's fast as hell, so I mean, it just Brakes are good. I mean, brakes lock up solid. We got to watch that when we start jumping it, because he's just going to want to just flat out nose dip right into the ground. So we're going to get him all dialed in and get him squared away, make sure everything's tight and right and the way it's supposed to be. And the linkage just on this right here is wanting to bind up, because I got these rubber grommets in here, so we might take those completely off. I don't like those anyway, but we'll see how he acts once we get him started. He might be a little funky, and if he starts getting too funky, well, we'll just change everything out and go from there. Because as of right now, everything works just fine. But as you can see, he's cocked, locked, and ready to rock. He's good to go. So we got to get a new shirt painted for him. So this ain't gonna be nothing special. Like I said, I might actually even title this behind the scenes. I don't know yet, guys. I don't know if we'll officially call it the Nitro Corner or not, because I wasn't even gonna do this or show you guys. You guys have watched a million guys paint bodies. YouTubers everywhere paint RC bodies. I mean, I don't know how many of them we watch. Nitro Addiction paint. John painted a lot of them. He's pretty good at it. So it's not like we haven't all watched so many paint bodies before. I know you guys want to watch me shoot them, as I'm going to use my airbrushes and stuff, which are right here. But as far as cutting the body out and getting it primed and getting it primed and all that kind of stuff, it's all basically still the same. There's nothing different about any of that. You still got to get them cut out. Okay. So, get him up on here, get his sticker list up on here. Get the old giant old plastic bag. Ain't that right, boo? We got the Nitro Beagle down here. If you all want to say hi to the Nitro Beagle. Little punk self, ain't that right? Some of this little punk self, huh? Good boy. So, since you guys know what we're doing, if you'd like got Ty going on in the background giving me a shout out right now from last night's live stream. Love you, bro. If you guys don't know who Urban Legend is, Ty from the Fun Zone, check him out. He's live on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and he flies on Friday. So check out Urban Legend if you guys get a chance in the Fun Zone. That's usually where we're at. But if you guys even think you're gonna hang around and watch what I do or hear what I'm saying or anything of that sort, do me and the Nitro Beagle over here a favor. Smash that like button for us, please. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when we're online getting stuff done. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already a channel subscriber. We greatly appreciate that. You subscribe to the channel if you're not already a channel subscriber. Hit that bell for notifications. Drop a comment down below. Smash the thumbs up button for us, and we greatly appreciate it, guys. So let's get on with this. We're just going to cut it out. A million ways you can do this. You can scribe it with an X-Acto knife, which is cool. You can do it nice and easy, and it comes out all nice and clean. But with my eyes and with the way this stuff is, I just soon cut it out with scissors. We got our Lexan body scissors right here. And we just dive in and get to cutting. Just easier for us old guys. One thing about cutting with Lexan and scissors is, like we've talked about before, we talked about this back in one of Addiction's videos way back in the day, that when you cut stuff with scissors, it's not a clean cut. The blades more or less round over the plastic and pinch it off. So, you know, that is something to be aware of. It's not bad. I mean, we've been cutting bodies out with scissors since time began. You know, that's what they made these little curved suckers for, is for cutting out bodies. But you can get a cleaner cut scribing these lines with a razor blade and then going along and snapping them off. You can get really clean cuts like that. No problems about it. So we're going to get him cut out. We're going to get him roughed up. If you guys don't want to watch this, I don't blame you one bit. Like I said, I wasn't even going to show this, but I figured, well, hell, it's 1,985.5 degrees outside right now. We definitely ain't going outside and running on nitros for at least 3 or 4 more days. The weather's supposed to kind of sort of calm down, kind of not. But yeah, it's 95 degrees today, and that's crazy. So we're not going to be going out and running any nitros anytime soon, or electrics. We'll just say RCs in general, boys and girls. I hope somebody's getting some weather out there to run them someplace, because it ain't happening around here, that's for sure. So I figured we'd make a quick video out of this. I don't know how much more, but I'll show you after I get it all cut out. You see the chatter lines? Yeah, big fingers doesn't help none either. See the chatter lines I'm talking about right there, guys? When the scissors rolling the plastic over, then you have to go back through with like a body reamer and or a deburr and run along that edge line and strip all the burrs off that. That's what starts to happen. It rolls that plastic over. And the longer the strip you run, the more it's going to happen. So, get them strips off there. Start over. And, like, what the hell's the commercial going on back there? And dive right back into it. And I don't know if you guys caught a glimpse of it behind me, but there's another body over here on the table too. We are going to finally shoot. These also have the back wing pieces on them that are back here in the rears. We're also going to shoot this HPI G2 body right here. That G2 body is going to be Showtime's new body. So that's going to happen too. I probably won't bore you guys with cutting this one or cutting that one out or roughing it up or masking it off, because like I said, this is nothing that we haven't seen before. There's a million YouTube channels out there that show guys painting RC bodies. There's nothing really special about it. It's not rocket science. But not only do we have to go through all of this that we're doing, you guys can really see what the hell's going on here. Like I keep tilting my head back so I can see it through my bifocals. But after you do all this, then you have to mask it off, which we're using the old reliable liquid mask. Got to brush that on all over, put that stuff on about 3 or 4 or 5 coats thick. Trust me. You're going to think the first 2 or 3 layers you put on that thing are good enough. Not even close. You need to put that stuff on there 2, 3 layers thick. I mean goop it on there. The more you have on there, the easier it is to take off. The cleaner it's going to come off. The easier it's going to come off for you when it's time for you to draw out your design and paint on your design. Because, you know, even if you're going to shoot just a flat color, it's still the same. Okay. And I like keeping these little extra pieces of plastic around. I mean, you never know. You might break out your mud flaps or something, and you can just draw out more. Or another thing that comes in handy too is these pieces are about the same size. Sometimes you can get away with certain sections that are almost big enough to cut out crawler plates. If you have a crawler skeleton, I hope that light's not killing my camera right here, guys. I didn't even bother to notice that the whole time. But a lot of this is the same size as your crawler bodies. So your crawler frames can cut these pieces out and make new body plates for your crawlers as well. Yes, sir. Little bitty handles on these things. Made these things for 3-year-old children. I didn't make them for men, that's for dang sure. Alright. Boom. So there it is. That's him cut out, ready to go. And it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. And I think my deburring tool is in that box right there. We're going to look here in just a second. But this front needs to be chattered over, and I don't like going over it with a Dremel real quick, because that tends to you tend to catch the outside, the plastic glaze on here and everything else, and just, you can screw the whole thing up. I mean, really, really bad. So we are going to get in here. We're going to try to cut the engine hole out. We're going to cut the engine hole out. We're going to go up at least, we might even go to the top notch as far as what we're going to take out of there. Get rid of a lot of that stuff so you can get to the needles on the sides and stuff like that. So I might actually cut this whole piece out like it's designed to be cut out. Who knows? I like it like that. I might take that whole section out and just open the whole back of the car. It's just a lot easier. Lot easier, because then your high-speed needles and stuff are over on that side. You can get in from the side of the truck and adjust your idles if you have to, or sometimes idles are high enough, idle screws are high enough that you can actually get in from the top and do it too. So we're going to get the body reamer out, stab a hole in here, and work our way around this. It's going to be kind of difficult. That's another reason why I really didn't want to do this, because the angles that I have to hold this at, I didn't know if you guys would be able to see it or not. But we'll try it. If you guys see this video, then I thought it worked out okay. If you don't ever see this video, well, then you don't ever know what you missed, do you? So let's get the old reamer-roo out here. The easy way to do this is with a Dremel. This part right here is just to whack it out with a Dremel real quick like, and to get in there. Or scribe around here like I was talking about some guys do, where you take your X-Acto knife and you come in here and you do this. And all I'm doing is cutting along the outline. Cutting along the outline of this. That wasn't too steady of a line I just did, and it was kind of bad. But we will leave it just like that. Just like that. Then what you do is you come in here, boom, come over here, cut out some pie wedges like that, and push this down, and it pops right out. See that? That's the easy way to do it. That is actually the best way to do it. Tight spots like this. Pie wedge, and then you cut another pie wedge. Come back in here and see if you can get another pie wedge, or come from the bottom if you have to. Boom. Come over here. Boom. And poke and prod. And that one didn't cut. That one didn't scribe through far enough. So you get too much of a curve though. It doesn't want to scribe out. It will not scribe out. So you got to make sure that you get that cut in there deep enough. Make sure it gets in there deep enough, like that, and see if we can pop it out. Boom. Must not have scribed it deep enough. Okay. That was not wanting to scribe right because we went outside of the line. So we're going to touch that up with a Dremel later on. There's that. We'll crack that piece off there for now. Crack that piece off from there. That one off from there. Now we're going to cut this piece off here, and then we're going to have to go back through here and clean it up with a Dremel later on. There we go. So we'll go back in with the Dremel and kind of like waller that spot out right there, and that'll be good enough. So we wanted to bring it over here and connect all these lines over here too, and basically cut out the whole back of this car is what we wanted to do. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to see if we can't get it down in here. And once again, I don't know how much of this you guys can see and can't see. So here we go. Do not know. And here we go. Because I'm out of the scribe lines right now because the body isn't scribed down that low. So this is I don't know if it's gonna break loose or not like we want it to. We will find out here in just a second. We're gonna find out in here in just a second. I knew that one was going to break because it's on the scribe line. There's that one. And there's that one. Now here comes the funny one right here. Boom, there's that. So we're not going to be able to pop that one or that one. We're going to have to cut it. Just like that. See if we can't push it. If we can push it, we can guide it along the cut and then snap it off. We're going to cut in right here, and then we're going to push it. As we push it, it's going to tear on that line. So just like that. Now if we push it, there you go. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see if we can get this last piece cut. There. Boom. Right on around the block like we wanted it. Now this one over here we will do the same thing with. We're going to cut right up to the top. Push it, snap it off. This one over here is the same way. Push it, tears right up there. Oh, here we go. Just like that. That's the way it's supposed to be. And we can clean all the rest of it up with a Dremel. We'll round the corners out when we clean that up and everything else, but that is that. Besides punching a hole through the window for the fuel tank, which we will, we'll go back through and cut all this out after it's painted. So that's how he's gonna line up. Lickety split. Get the holes punched into him. Get the holes punched into the back. Get a hole punch for the receiver. You can see where the exhaust pipe's going to hit, because the body pins are right there. So the exhaust is going to hit still. So we got to cut that. We're going to cut that whole bottom runner off. We're going to cut this bottom runner off back to here. Give that pipe room to hang out. So let's set him up there for a minute. If you guys are watching and you're still here, I appreciate it. If you're not and you bailed out, I totally understand. Trust me. This is the definition. This is what they mean when they say, man, that's like watching paint dry. That right, Boost? Huh? What? What do you want? Huh? Your people's already seen you, eye boogers. Yeah, they already seen you. Yeah? Go get your biscuits. Where's your Ted? Huh? Go get your Ted. I see your Ted right here. Huh? Your Teds. Butthead. Don't ever want nothing to do with nobody or nothing until I'm over here in the corner and shooting a video, and then he's all of a sudden, hey, look at me, look at me. You guys know that's what he does. You've seen him do it before. So, let's get these holes punched in here for these bodies. Should be 8 mil. 8 mil, 8 mil. I was going to get a Dremel and scribe this reamer so I knew where the 8mm line was at. Alright. Okay, are you still on, or did I take the battery out? Oh, I swapped the battery, didn't I? Oop, oop. Do. Get out here, boy. Oh, no. Boom. Boom. Okay, guys. Okay. Uh-oh. Why doesn't my calipers want to work when I put the cap on, boys and girls? That's weird. Huh. We got some faulty equipment going on here, boys. Yes, we do. Let me see what we got going on here with a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Little denatured alcohol. Is it, well, you got your Ted over here now? He's like, well, you told me to go get it. I'm here. Come on. What a chump. What a chump. What a chump. What a chump. Huh? I say, what a chumps. Huh? You broke him a long time ago. He barely squeaks now. Huh? Oh, nasty Ted. Look at your old Ted. Old cross-eyed Ted. All right, boys and girls. Let's see what the heck's going on here. Where'd that cute thing go? Yeah. Little polish job. You know, all kinds of cosmic debris going on here, fellas. I don't know why this thing's gummied up for. It ain't been doing nothing but sitting here on the table. Look at that. Don't even want to fully slide. There we go. I think we got it. I think he just had some cosmic debris in there. And the alcohol swab straightened him right out, didn't it? Okay. That should be 8 mil. No, 7.78, 8 mil. And this is 7.49. Need some more. .861. That's a little bit too big, but it'll work. Let's hope we can drop it down on there. It'll work. Yep. That's pretty freaking close. 849, 854. That's pretty close, guys. Pretty close. Bam, bam, bam. Just like that. So we know we gotta notch this out. I'm gonna take it up to the door. Actually, we're just going to take it down along that first seam right there and take it back to about here. That's all we're going to do. See exactly what we're going to do. So, take it back to about there. And we will come up to about here. Boom. There. A little extreme on that cut. We took him back here way far away, but we got back behind the rib, so we're good to go. We are good to go. Now what we have over here, nothing. We just need to get this actually down in there like that. Get the engine on, get that set down in there. Boom, boom. We got to go up a little higher with that. Otherwise, it's just going to melt. No sense in doing that. So we're going to take it up. Do. Boom. Okay. Now let's get the back ones cut out. See where that one's at. That looks pretty good. That's at a 788. That's almost perfect, but we'll go a couple little turns. Maybe come over here to this one. So what you guys are probably going to watch me do is we're 33 minutes in here. Is we're going to get him cut out. You guys are going to watch me rough him up with a Brillo pad. Right here. These are what we use. Heavy duty scouring pads. Green ones work the best. And you're going to scratch this whole thing up on the inside. Some guys scratch them, some guys don't. I've always scratched them because it gives a rough surface. It gives the paint something to stick to better. Everybody's like, well, man, you'll see the scratches. No, you won't, guys, because the scratches are on the inside. The paint's going to fill in every scratch on the inside. You'll never see it on the outside. You'll never see it. Never see it. Oh, I think I went too big on that one. Yes, I did. I went way over on that one. .823, 818. It's awful close. It just looks different, I guess. Okay. So pins and pins. That's twisted for some reason. Lord knows, I don't know why, because it ain't supposed to be twisted in no sort of way. It's supposed to be exactly the same. So we'll open the back ones up a little bit, because that's what's pushing on the body. But there it is. He's on there now. Now we're just going to rough him up. We're going to blast him white with a little fade of black through the whole thing to make him look like a gray color, And we're going to shoot. We're going to run black like flames, like spectral flames. And then we're going to dust them, airbrush them on the inside of the flames to make them look cloudy. And then we'll fill this in with a white, just a solid white. Or we might actually even shoot it in black and make this a white, because as his name's Ghost, so he'll be predominantly black nosed, going into a grayish white body. And I have, I'm going to draw out stencils that I used to do way back in the day when I painted motorcycle helmets. They're skull stencils, to where you just hold them up on there. When you hold them up on there, you shoot around them with your airbrushes, and you shoot the outline of them, and then it brings the skull out. Now I'll put those all throughout the whole truck. Touch it up here a little bit here and there. I'll probably put OG below each window, and then I wanted to put Ghost down here on the panel someplace, but OG is definitely going to go below the window. No, here, go occupy yourself. Go. And so that's what we're going to end up doing with him before it's all said and done. Yes, it is. So we're not going to worry about opening that up anymore right now. At the moment, we're going to leave him exactly the way he is, even though he needs to be opened up a little bit more in the back. We're not going to worry about that right now. I want him scrubbed up more than anything right now. So I still got to do all of this to the other one. So, okay, get all this down here on the floor. Run the vacuum cleaner here in a minute. Boom, boom. Okay. There's that. Got him put away. So the rest of it's just little Dremel work to get him knocked out. And he's got the pins in his rear arms and the pins in his rear arms, because here's the brand new rear mud guards. I'll go back there in the back. So you go like that. So yeah, that's gonna work out really good too. And we're gonna sticker this shit out of him. So now what do? I'm going to take one of these green pads. I'm going to cut this sucker really small so I can get my finger into it and get into all the cracks and crevices on the inside of this body. Then we're going to go rinse it out. Just use some hot soap and water. Rinse it out real good to get the hand oils off it, to get all the fibers and stuff off it. And I'm going to come back out here and start dumping this into it and sprinkling it around with a brush. And that's what I'll bring you back for part 2 to let you guys see what it looks like. So you'll, as of right now, you know that I got the body cut out. Right now we're going to rough it up. We're going to wash it, and we're going to start putting probably about 3 or 4 coats of mask down on the inside of it. We have one here that we're going to use up, and then we have 2 new ones, which is more than enough to do all the bodies that we need to do. So that's what we're going to do, guys. So you know where we're going with this. And we're going to crack this hug open, because you know OG's Nitro Corner, aka the office, is not properly represented if it ain't got a hugs. OG's Nitro RC's coming at you from the Nitro Corner, aka the office, episode 144, part 1, painting the new Ghost. That's what it's going to be called. So when you guys come back, you'll know what we did. We cut, we scruffed, we cleaned, we masked, and then we're going to start drawing. And what you're not going to watch me do is I'm going to do the same thing with the Savage body. We're going to get him cut out in a minute off camera. We're going to get him roughed up. We're going to get him masked. And then I'll bring you guys back for me drawing on there what I want to shoot, what I want to paint, and then we'll go from there. And I'll show you how I go about doing that too. So, with all that being said, OG's Nitro RC's coming at you from the Nitro Corner, episode 144. If you guys enjoyed anything that you've seen, anything at all, if you could even see what I was doing, if you even understood what I was doing, or why I was doing what I was doing, which I hope some of you did, please smash that like button for me and the Nitro B, who's being a pain in my butt today for some reason. You're just a pain in your butt today, ain't you? You don't like it when I'm over here not paying no attention to you, do you? Look at you. You're a trip, boy. Anyway, smash that button for me and the Beagle here, if you would please. Hit that bell, ding, for notifications. Ding, ding. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a channel subscriber. Leave a comment down below. And all that other kind of good stuff, right? Yeah, tell them. All the other kind of good stuff. And we greatly, greatly appreciate it. So, OG and the Nitro B, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.